What up, what up, what up? It's your man Dre Day, Sports Way with Dre Day podcast, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own. Once again, I want to thank y'all for y'all continued support as I do these videos. Keep it growing, keep it going, keep it flowing. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sports Way with Dre Day podcast. Hit that like button, leave a comment. Hit the notification button so once the videos drop, you get a notification. Y'all see the title of this? The NBA Finals is over. A new champion has been crowned, and they are representing the 617, which is Beantown, Boston. Congratulations are in order to the Boston Celtics on winning their 18th in NBA record. Out of all the NBA champions, they have the most championships in the history of the NBA. They were tied with the Lakers with 17, and now the Boston Celtics can now say that they are the sole owners of the most championships in the history of the NBA. So congratulations are in order to the Boston Celtics. Congratulations to Jaylen Brown on winning the MVP. I think after game 2, I was kind of convinced that he would get it. For one, you have to put it in its proper perspective. Not only was he doing this thing offensively, but the job that he did on Luka this whole series has been nothing but amazing. Luka had a horrible field goal percentage when Jaylen Brown was defending him. So I think you have to take all of those things into account. I mean, I'm not going to knock anybody for thinking that Jason Tatum should have won. But, usually when you're the star of the team, usually the star gets it. But I honestly think the right guy got it. I honestly think that the right guy got the MVP. This is not a situation where Iguodala won in 2015 when we all know Steph should have won. This is not that situation here. I think the right guy won. Jason Tatum even said it yesterday when when they was getting their shine and getting the confetti thrown on them and having their interviews, getting the trophy and getting the MVP trophy. He even said that the right guy got it. So I don't think it should be any much of an uproar for Jaylen Brown winning the MVP, the Finals MVP. I mean, he worked his ass off. I think the only hiccup with Jaylen Brown this year was the dunk contest. That was the only hiccup that he had this year. Because he had a horrible performance in that shit. But he received his money at the start of the season. He got his bag. He got his Supermax. And then to end the season as an NBA champion and a Finals MVP, that's how you're supposed to do it. So, again, congratulations to Jaylen Brown for that. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. I'm not going to hold you. I'm kind of disappointed. And the reason I'm disappointed is because, and I told my co-workers this series was so horrible from the aspect of this was one of the worst NBA finals that I've witnessed in my 38 years of living. Now, I've witnessed some finals where even if it was a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, it was still some form of entertainment in there one way or another. This finals was by far one of the worst finals to watch. It really was. From an emotional standpoint, and this is why I didn't want to do a prediction video or anything like that. I wanted to put everything in one video. I picked Dallas to win this series, but it was more so of an emotional pick. It was an emotional pick because I wanted Kyrie to win. I wanted him to win because I wanted him to stick it to the NBA for what, happened these past few seasons. So it would have been fitting for him to stick it to the league and to stick it to Boston because I had Dallas winning this in 7 games. And had that happened, he would have had to win it in that garden And we already know how the Celtics fans feel about Kyrie. So for me, I would have loved to see him just win it on their floor and like prove all the haters wrong. Like, like Jason Tatum said after he won, which I got to say now. I was kind of hoping Kyrie would have that moment. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. And speaking of Kyrie, listen, had this been Luka, I'd have threw Luka to the fire. Luka had a good finals. Kyrie, I don't know what happened to him. Because again, they lost this in 5 games. So he played 3 games in that building. And all 3 games, he did not play good. So, as a fan, I am very much disappointed in Kyrie's performance. Very much. I mean, he only shot almost 28% from the three-point line in the whole series. He only averaged 14 points in 3 road games. Now, again, game 1 and game 2 was in Boston, and then the closeout game was in Boston. Just a horrible, just a horrible performance. I honestly believe that he didn't even crack 18 points a game this whole series, if memory serves me correct. So when you are a marquee player like he is, one of the most skilled players that we've ever seen, we already know the ball handling skills and all of that. Had this been any of our other greats, what would we be saying? They choked, right? Well, guess what? Kyrie Irving in these 2024 NBA Finals did exactly that. He choked. Now, he left with grace, and I commend him for that. He shook hands with all the players on Boston. He went to the coaching staff, shook hands with them. He even gave dap to some of the bench players and then just walked off the court. Salute to that. But we still can't take away we still can't not talk about how horrible your performance was. We just can't. Now, you're gonna have some people see that performance. And I can hear them now. Don't put Kyrie in the same conversation with Steph anymore. You can't put him in the same conversation anymore. You're going to have some people say that shit. Because Steph has never had a performance like this in the NBA Finals. And I think the Warriors have lost, if I'm not mistaken, I think in Steph's era, I believe they've lost 1 NBA Finals. He didn't have a performance like this. So you're going to have some people out there saying, yo, don't put Kyrie in that same conversation with Steph no more. I'm just saying. But listen, the Boston Celtics, I'm very much happy for the Celtics. But not for nothing, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they shut all the haters up. Myself included. Because before the finals started, see, y'all didn't notice because I wasn't doing videos at the rate that I'm doing now. I do audio. Same name, Sports Paper Trading Podcast. Listen to that. On those episodes, I was always saying, especially when they got close to the NBA Finals, I said this is a make or break year for Boston. Because you've been so close to the NBA Finals for all these years. It was one year you got to the Finals, but you lost to the Warriors. But every other year, you were in the conference finals. And y'all stanked up the joint. I thought this would be the year that it was their final opportunity to win a championship. If they didn't win it this year, I thought it would be time for them to break that up. As far as break that tandem up. And now it's looking like they're not going to break it up. Because I just said, Jaylen Brown got his money. You best believe Jason Tatum's going to get his this offseason. I do believe that Derek White, I like all the role players, Derek White, Al Horford, and I'm going to get to Al Horford in a few. I believe all of them is going to re-sign. Because if it's one thing I know about basketball, when you get that first championship, just when you get the first one, when you get the first one, you feel like you don't really get the respect. And a lot of teams is like that. Like, if a team wins one championship, nobody really respects it. It's not until you go back to back where you really, really get the respect. Now, this is coming from somebody that's a Spurs fan. My guys have never won back-to-back championships. We have 5 championships in total, but we've never gone back-to-back. We don't even get the respect that we deserve. But at the end of the day, we dominated the era. We got 5 championships in that respected era. So even though we didn't really get the acclaim that we deserved, we still got 5 championships to show for it. And that whole era, we got 5 championships to show for it. The Boston Celtics right now got 1. Now, do I believe they could go back to back? The jury is still out on that because we don't know what's going to happen in the offseason. I'm quite sure Philly's going to try to make some moves. I'm quite sure the Knicks are going to try to make some moves. It's going to be a bunch of teams out there trying to make some moves to try to dethrone Boston. I know that for sure. But, again, I'm very much proud of this Boston Celtics team. And, again, I wasn't recording videos before, so I can say it now. Before the season started, I gave my prediction for the season. And if you want to go and listen to the audio, by all means, go ahead. Like I said, it's the same name, Sports Paper Dre Day Podcast. I said that the Celtics and the Lakers would meet in the NBA Finals. And both teams, remember, both teams had 17 championships. One of those teams was going to be the sole owner of the most championships. That's the way I was looking at it this season. And if God is my witness, I said the Celtics would win the NBA Finals. So my prediction was right. It just so happened I didn't have both teams right. I said Boston would go to the finals, and I said they would win. I got it right. Now, the dance partner that I chose, obviously that was wrong. But I did pick Boston to win the whole thing, and I got it right. I should have betted. That's what I should have did. I should have betted. I should have went right on Caesars Sportsbook and put some money down on this before the season started, and I would have won me some bread. But again, I'm very proud of the Boston Celtics. Al Horford, who's been playing in this game, in this league for 17 years, and he finally can say he's a champion. He's already a 2-time national champion in college. Now that he has an NBA championship, I think it's safe to say with his career, when it's all said and done, when he does decide to retire, I think he's going to the Hall of Fame. I think he was going to go in anyway because, again, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So it takes your college accomplishments and your professional accomplishments and they put it in a hole. So I think he was going in regardless. But now that he done got this NBA championship, it's X and stone that he's going in. Drew Holiday, I remember when the trade happened, when he went to Boston. And you had all these people still sucking off Milwaukee because Dame went over there. I still said Boston was the best team in the East. I still said they was the best team in the East because Drew Holiday is a two-way player. He does offense and he does defense, and he showed it in these finals. He is a rough rider. He is a spark plug. Yes, we know Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is going to get the bulk of the attention. We know that. Drew Holiday deserves the absolute praise as well. And again, now he's a 2-time champ. He won with Milwaukee, I believe, in 2021. And now he's a 2-time champ when now winning with the Boston Celtics. Derek White. listen, he played with the Spurs. So just off that and him winning the championship, I'm happy for him. Porzingis, I'm happy for him. Obviously we know he started with the Knicks, got injured, played with Dallas, got injured, played with the Wizards, got injured. It looked like he found his home in Boston, got injured, but then he chose to play in these finals, which I got to salute him for it, because it was reported at the end of the game last night. I got a notification saying that how he's going to have surgery. And who knows? He might miss the start of next season. Who knows? But again, I'm very much proud of this Boston Celtics team. Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Celtics, amazing job that he did this season. So I gotta salute. He a brother, so I gotta salute him. But again, I'm not gonna front. This was a very difficult NBA Finals to enjoy, because see, me watching the first two games, I'm like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if they do get swept. Then when you get to game 3 and they win game 3, I'm like, yeah, this shit is over. Dallas win games 4. I said, yeah, I know what's going on here. I said the NBA called Boston and told them to throw game 4. They said, we want y'all to throw game 4 because we can't let y'all sweep them. We need to keep making some money here. Just throw game 4 so then that way y'all can play game 5 in your house and close it out. And that's exactly what they did. The NBA can't fool nobody. You can't be slick to a can of oil. And I'm sure that's what happened. And see, this is why people say that the NBA is rigged. This is why you have those conspiracy theorist fans out there saying that it's script. Because I'm telling you, that's my theory. That is my theory. And can't nobody tell me no different. I truly believe that they threw game 4 on purpose because they wanted to win game 5. They wanted to win a championship in their building. And can't nobody tell me no different. Nobody. But I will say this though about the Celtics. The last 2 times that they've been in the NBA Finals, that closeout game, they won by a blowout. In 2008, when they played the Lakers, they beat shit down their leg in that closeout game. This game here. I knew after the second quarter that this game was over, that this series was over. Who was it? I think it was, what was homeboy's name? He shot a half-court shot. I don't know if it was halftime or the third quarter. Remember, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I was turning back and forth from the NBA Finals to Monday Night Raw. So I honestly don't remember if it was the first, I don't remember if it was going into halftime or if it was third quarter where homeboy shot that half-court shot and it went in and then it just ignited the crowd in the TD Garden. But, yeah. I'm very much proud of this Celtics team. Very much. And to think that Bill Walton passed away a few weeks ago, who used to play for the Celtics in his heyday, not when he was in his prime with Portland, but a Celtic nonetheless. Mr. Bill Russell passed away a few years ago, so I'm quite sure all those Celtic greats that passed on were smiling up there, even Red Auerbach. So I'm very happy for the Boston Celtics. I'm very much happy for them. Now the question is, can they run it back? So shout out to my man Jason Tatum, because he's winning in every aspect. He's about to get his bag. He's about to get his Supermax. He's now an NBA champion. And then I seen something on TikTok where there's a rumor. Again, this is just a rumor. I don't want to, say anything, but it's a rumor that singer Ella Mai is with child with Jason Tatum. Now, if that's the case, shit, he done became one of my favorite players in the league just off that, because I love me some LMA. Because they've been very secretive with their relationship as of for a while now, which is what you should do. You should always keep your relationship, out the limelight. It's nobody's business. But if this rumor is true, salute to you, Jason Tatum. You just became one of my favorite players in the league. If this rumor is true, if it's true, but congratulations to Jaylen Brown on winning the MVP, Finals MVP. I gotta keep saying that, Finals MVP. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics as a whole. Listen, congratulations to the Mavericks as well. Even though they lost in the gentleman's sweep, nobody expected them to be in the finals. So the fact that they got there, salute to y'all on that. But don't want to be on this long. Just want to give my little recap or assessment on the NBA Finals. So once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. Once again, hit that subscribe button, Sportswear with Dre Day Podcast. Hit that like button. Hit me in the comments, man. Tell me what you think about the video. What else is there to speak about? Ain't nothing else to speak about. The finals is over. I will say this, though, before I close out. And I wrote this on my Facebook page. I just told y'all how I really wasn't feeling this NBA Finals. I can guarantee you this. At the end of the year, when the women have theirs, the WNBA Finals, I guarantee you that WNBA Finals is going to be more entertaining than this shit. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that the WNBA Finals will be more entertaining than what we were subjected to this NBA Finals. And with that being said, now I can bounce. So, catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it growing. Keep it flowing. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Hit them comments. You know how that goes. It's time for me to bounce. I'm hungry. Gotta make me some breakfast before I get ready for work. Catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all be safe out there. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.